Nashville is home to thousands of musicians, and last night, a core part of the industry was honored during the 5th annual Nashville Songwriter Awards. Olivia Michael takes us there.
They say it all starts with a song.
All along, it was me on your mind.
Songwriters, they are this town.
They're our bloodline, our lifeline.
But behind every lyric are writers like Ashley Gorley.
There's an argument. Who knows if we couldn't have our songs without the artists. Artists couldn't have anything to sing if it wasn't for us. So it's a perfect marriage of the two.
He was one of several writers recognized at this year's NSAI Nashville Songwriter Awards.
To take my hand, let me make you mine.
The event honored those behind some of music's biggest hits.
If it's a wheel, we're at the center of the wheel because it truly all starts with the song.
And no better place to do it than the Mother Church of country music.
For us to be in such an iconic venue tonight, celebrating some of the best songwriters in the world, there's no place I'd rather be.
Among the night's recipients included Garth Brooks and Taylor Swift. Performers like Little Big Town, Luke Combs, and Kelsey Ballerini also paid homage to their writers.
I love the fact that it's behind the scenes. I don't want spotlight, recognition, any of that stuff.
The spotlight did shine bright for the many songwriters who make it all happen behind the scenes.
'Cause I don't wanna wait no more.
Olivia Michael, News Channel 5.
Well, still ahead at noon, if you're a coffee lover, then you're going to love the sweet treat that Mr. Food Test Kitchen is whipping up today. Stick around.